Hey, it's Noel Mathias from Mortgage 360. Thanks for tuning in for another coronavirus mortgage update. Today, we're going to talk about how to defer your payment. But before we do that, in order to make sure you're getting the latest and most up-to-date mortgage information, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. So let's talk about how to defer your mortgage payments. First and foremost, I think there's one line in all of the big six banks' press releases that is really, really important, and that's this: on a case-by-case basis. What that means is that not everyone is going to automatically get a 6-month deferral. And quite frankly, if you aren't in a scenario where you are going to find yourself in financial hardship, you're probably going to be denied. This program is designed for people who cannot make their mortgage payments. If you can make your mortgage payment, stay off the phone lines and let the people who need help get through. So here's what you need to do if you want to take advantage of the deferral process. First and foremost, you need to assess your financial situation. Can you make your mortgage payment? If you cannot make your mortgage payment and it looks like you're going to miss it in the next 5 to 10 business days, get on the phone or get in person with your banker. I know in person isn't a thing you really want to do right now, but if you can't get through on the phones, in person might be your only resource here. So get on the phone, get in person with your banker, and make an application to have payment deferral. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create basically application proof or application documentation showing that you do have financial hardship. So things that can be included in this is a record of employment showing that you've been laid off, bank statements showing that you don't have the money to make your mortgage payments, and bank statements showing that you don't have other resources like RSPs and TFSAs or available lines of credit or credit cards that you could use to make your payment instead. We've seen TD Bank's internal document on how they're handling these deferral requests, and documentation and proof is going to be important because the next step after you've applied is they're going to send up to management a request for your mortgage payments to be deferred. Once that request is in place, management makes a decision, and it's a customized decision for each individual client. Just because they're offering up to 6 months doesn't mean you're going to get 6 months of deferral. Most people probably won't get 6 months of deferral. They'll get 1 month or 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, but it'll be based on your individual personal financial situation. Once it's gone up to management, you get the approval back. You'll be told what you've been approved for with respect to a deferral. And then hopefully if you've done it with enough advance notice before missing a payment, they'll just put a stop on taking payments out of your bank account. Now, this is all pretty simple information. Assess your financial situation, go and apply, have documentation ready to show that you have financial hardship, and then wait for the answer. Pretty simple process. But again, the key thing here is don't make the phone call unless you absolutely need the help. The Canadian Bankers Association and the 6 major banks did a really good thing. It was a good news story stating that they're going to allow up to 6 months of deferral. They made a misstep on this, and that's they weren't clear in who qualifies for it and who this is designed to help, which means we've got a lot of people who are phoning their big banks asking for deferral who may not need the help. So please, if you don't need the help, don't call the banks, because all you're doing is clogging up the system for the people who really do need the help. We've heard stories today of people trying to call their bank, the credit card company, and not being able to get through, waiting hours and hours and hours on hold. That's likely because there's a lot of people calling for help that don't actually need it yet. So again, I plead with you, if you don't need the help, please don't make that phone call. We'll be back again as soon as we have more updated mortgage information and more updates. But again, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so we can keep you as informed as possible. Cheers.